Good morning, students. Today I am addressing English method students of B.Ed semester 2, dealing with the part 2 of understanding of different methods and strategies. Already I have told you in my previous classes about the method, translation method, or you can say translation cum grammar method, direct method and bilingual method, communicative approach. I have already told you about these methods. Now I want to revise again for you to understand, and then I will proceed. This is part 2 of the understanding of different methods. Part 1 I have told in my previous class. I have explained to you. What is translation method? This is also known as classical method. Here mother tongue is given stress on while teaching in class. Teacher uses mother tongue to explain. The unit of teaching is a word, not a sentence. Remember that. And this is easy method. You can understand easily because your mother tongue is used. When you don't understand any word, any sentence, the teacher explains it in your mother tongue. Direct method is also known as natural method. What is natural method or direct method? Here you are not allowed to speak in any other language other than English. You are not allowed to use your mother tongue. You have to speak in English only. Here the unit of teaching is a sentence. And here more stress is given on speaking. You have to speak other than do anything else. The grammatical aspect of the language is ignored in this method. You have to speak and speak more, give stress on more speaking power, and no use of mother tongue is allowed in this language. Then come to bilingual method. What is bilingual method? In bilingual method, see here, it was invented by C.J. Dodson of Wales. He claims that this method is very effective in teaching a foreign language because his experiments on people yielded desirable results. When the child learns mother tongue, he connects the meaning of words with his own experience because he learns the mother tongue in a real situation. In this way, he grasps the situation or forms the concept in mind. What do you mean by bilingual method? Here, the child learns mother tongue with his own experiences, and then he connects the meaning of words with his experience because he learns his mother tongue in a real life situation. So he learns by bilingual method also. What are the characteristics? This is a midway between translation cum grammar method and direct method. It emphasizes on creating situations. Come to merit. The merits of bilingual method is as follows. Number 1, the time and labor of teacher is saved. This method does not need trained teachers. It also stresses speech practice. Too many audio visual aids are not needed for this method. Here we see that trained teachers are not necessary to teach through this method. And audio visual aids are also not more used in this method. What are the demerits? This method suits the students of the lower level. However, it is not effective in the case of the secondary and senior secondary students. The students are likely to develop a habit of using a blended language. That means they use a mixed language. Their bilingual method also and their mother tongue also. So, they, by using these words, here by using words from both and qualifying for none of them. The other demerit of this bilingual method is that once the teachers are allowed to use the mother tongue in the teaching of English, there are possibilities that this method would be reduced to the translation cum grammar method, as there can be hardly exercised any check on the use of mother tongue. Teacher uses mother tongue, and so more or less it becomes translation cum grammar method. So it is not so much beneficial while teaching through this bilingual method. Now, communicative approach. What is communicative approach? I have already told you before. Today I am going to say that seeing and analyzing shortcomings in the various methods and approaches, the educationist have been at work at introducing and developing a new method or approach which would suit the teaching of English in the Indian conditions. The communicative approach is the result of such activity which lays emphasis on the practical or user aspect of the language. It enables the students to communicate their ideas freely in and outside the classroom. The communicative approach aims at communicative competence, including linguistic competence and ability to use the language appropriately. Now, advantages. It develops speech ability of the student. It emphasizes on different ways of expression, and it is based on practical utility of the language in real life situations. Demerits or disadvantages. It overlooks the importance of grammar and structures to a large extent and only stresses the need for communicative aspect. The teachers will have to be properly trained for giving this type of education. It has not yet been fully implemented anywhere, with the result that its outcome is still quite ambiguous, needing clarification. Its benefits are not yet certain. So I have revised all the methods. Now in other class I will start a new method. Thank you.